Hello, beautiful people. It is the Oracle of Elohim once again on April 1st. Let me check out the time. I can't see it on my phone. So it is 9:11. Emergency. I thought about my videos that I made earlier with the Holy Spirit. And so there's something on my mind. There's something on Yahuwah Elohim's mind through me for us. Because when Yahuwah Elohim speak, it is not only applicable for the mouth that it is applicable for myself as well to understand, and adhere to what the power of Elohim is trying to convey through me for us. Okay? Now, I ran across this word in Isaiah 24. I'm trying to find my flashlight because, as we know, it is now dark where I am, and I am using some of the light in the parking lot area. But, it is what it is. So, I'm looking at, and of course, Isaiah is the Old Testament, and I know even I, say, well, sometimes, why is there a New Testament? But I will say this, the Bible is life. Okay? So it is a necessary book to become familiar with. And so let me just anoint myself so that we may go forth. So I give honor and respect to Elohim for allowing me to speak to you for him, for the spirit that we all should reverence. And I ask that you would just anoint my tongue with the Savior's salt, that the words that flow like a river of life through me will save someone else's life. And it will do that what it set out to do for us to become more obedient and reverent to the living God, Yahuwah Elohim, to whom I serve through Yeshua HaMashiach. I am that who I say that I am. So, in Isaiah 24, because my spirit got perplexed by something that I heard after I made my videos on my channel that should be getting should be allowed to flow through the analytics as anyone else's video. But nevertheless, the Most High will always defeat enemies' scheme or plot against what the Spirit of the Lord wants to go forth and convey to his people. So let's continue. Okay, so Isaiah 24. Let's read. It starts out, it says, it's titled, The Lord's Devastation of the Earth. That, it threw me, and then I started reading. So I said, let's share this with the people who have an ear to hear and understand that the Creator is moving, He is working, and there's a shift. It's going to manifest in real time, whether we're ready or not, because there's some things that must go. So, this is the Old Testament, Isaiah. It says, See, S-E-E, the Lord is going to lay waste the earth and devastate it. He will ruin its face and scatter its inhabitants. Inhabitants is us, trees, houses, cars, businesses, right? The face. We are the face of the earth. Okay, let's continue. It will be the same for priest as for people, for the master as for his servant, for the mistress as for her servant, for seller, S-E-L-L-E-R, as for buyer, for borrower as for lender, for debtor as for creditor. The earth will be completely laid waste and totally plundered. The Lord has spoken this word. The earth dries up and withers, the world languishes and withers, the heavens languish with the earth. The earth is defiled by its people. The earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore, a curse consumes the earth. Its people must bear their guilt. Therefore, earth's inhabitants are burnt up. Do we not see a lot of wildfires? And very few are left. The new wine dries up and the vine withers. All the merrymakers groan. The joyful timbrels are stilled. The noise of the revelers has stopped. Those who live riotously or just disobey the Most High, as it was stated post. Let me see. Let's go back. The earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws and violated statutes. Now, I have asked, I have made many pleas. I have sent in a report which they name it or associate it as a complaint, as a I had a complaint about certain things to our judicial system, governmental, and as I've been seeing lately, there have been some feeds coming on my phone that, our government is in an uproar, our political forum is in an uproar. there are some things that really do need to take place. There are some things that really do need to be straightened. I am royalty. I have been mishandled and mistreated. Yet, I have not done that very thing that is being done to me, to the people that are responsible for it. Yet, I comply to the laws of the land and the statutes of your laws. I have not violated. So the powers that be, I have contacted about a threat that is pursuing me relentlessly. And unfortunately, it is unfortunate that some in our government have allowed and even conspired with it. And yet, I don't know if you guys are laughing behind the scenes when you put your meetings, your political meetings, the uproar about Elon Musk and Doge and the other things that you all have been undecided about, not in a restful state about. And then there are things that should have been corrected a long, long time ago. Because there are still descendants of people still here and they're struggling. And their lives are being toiled with just like mine. I mean, is it the Truman Show? Where people made that man's life their movie. Yet it was a movie, but yet I am living that particular movie. And by no means have I ever relinquished my rights to any other human being on this earth, not even in marriage. Although I've heard some things that when you marry, some men, you're in that marriage together with your significant other. You two become one, or should we say, you become five, because you should want Elohim, Yahshua, and the Holy Spirit in the midst of you two, so you can be five with the grace of the Most High. Anyway, the powers that be, there's a serious imbalance. There's a serious homeless problem within our own state that we know it as the United States of America. There's a problem with the expense in the grocery store. And now there's a problem with this tariff that is also that I have seen in the last couple of days that have raised prices on things in the United States of America. So I'm not sure if the working class have their pay has gotten increased. Probably not because it wasn't publicized. But anyway. And I observed, every time you speak, President Trump, I observed that you and others are very elated with money. And that concerns me because you're concerned with money, but are you concerned about the well-being of your countrymen, your people that you are over in some respect? Or is it all about money? In some respect it is, because we need money, right, to go into the store. There are some things that are free. There are some food pantries, yeah. But everybody cannot go there. Oh, here we go. Or maybe they're going somewhere else. But anyway, there's just a serious imbalance. There are things that needed to be made right a long, long time ago, and I am one of those things. There was an inheritance that was stolen from me that, if not you, then some of them that closely work with you know about or have partaken in this theft or this robbery or this hostile takeover my life that, once again, I never relinquish to any human being. I don't know if you guys have your meeting and then you go have a drink and say, okay, well, the public, they don't know what's really going on. Well, we really don't, when you have a private meeting. We can only go by what we see. But it is a mess. But I do believe that you all are smart enough to know how to fix it, considering things that happened, transpired in 2020 that caused a major devastation for a lot of countries. And because I trust and believe that the Most High is my fortress, my protector, my healer behind all of this pushback, this hostile vengeance from my known family and others who have taken something from me, who have socially engineered my life to this homeless state. Because if I were working and not being harassed on my job like I was being harassed on my job intentionally, behind my truth of who my ancestors truly are, in the abundance that they have. And then there are some that do not want me to have it because what do you fear? Why do I make you fearful of me? I mean, only thing that I do is speak truth. If you don't like truth, then you do not like the Creator. And so therefore, the word, it is written, he who destroys my temple, then I shall destroy them. Now we just read that the Most High before destroyed the earth and the inhabitants of it. Now why can't he do something similar? Because I do know that he did make a covenant that he won't do certain things again. But we do see the fires, the wildfires. Like I said, Mother Gaia, Mother Nature is a whole weapon all by itself. And I want to have faith in other humans that are worthy of me putting faith in. Like I said, I've contacted the state's attorney on several occasions. I've contacted Department of Justice. And yet, and still, I am waiting for answers or clarity of what's going on with this situation. Because if someone has stolen my identity, and someone has put my name on the FBI watch list, so if I were to, and that's probably why I was denied employment, so that I could care for myself as a single female who is not out here soliciting my body for things. So I'm asking this government, these people in power, why are you holding back my things and abusing me? Why are you doing this? Why haven't someone from your establishment contacted me to, tell me what is going on? Are you investigating? Am I just supposed to wither away? Or what is your secret society terminology? Slow burn, wither away? By the grace of the Most High, I rebuke that from happening. And I pray that the Most High will not allow it to happen. I do not believe that I am deserving of that. All I want is my things. And I'm sure all the other people want is a fair shot at life, at things on this earth, to be able to have, I do know that everyone is not going to be a millionaire or billionaire. I do know that. I recognize that. But for those who are, is there something that you cannot do? Collaborate with others to help out the poor and the needy? However, someone stole something from me. I'm not supposed to be in this condition for a long period. This is part of my destiny, to wake up the powers that be who know about others' wealth and inheritance that should have been distributed to their descendants. Instead, it was taken by hostile overtake and distributed among somebody else. So, those who have an ear, let them hear. You better start praying. Because like I said, all I hear is people talking about money in the White House. Not talking about, I want to do the right thing by all people. You pick and choose to whom you want to display publicly, to whom you want to give to, and that's biasm. Because if I have a true complaint or concerned about my well-being in the United States of America, can I not find help in this country? Or is there still yet cliques, covens, groups who decide to whom they will help, and then Yahuwah Elohim has to intervene because you just won't do the right thing? Instead, you will change documents and put the wrong name, removing the original name and putting some alien name on people's possessions. And then act like it was lost. Just a shame, shame, shame. That's all. And the Most High is going to judge. I mean, I can't remember word for word, but on my channel, Premonition, I don't know, was it Premonition 6-9? I think I renamed it. There was a prophecy, and it is still yet unfolding. I'm not trying to covet anyone else's possessions. I'm trying to be a helpful human being, live my life peaceably. And like I said, I didn't ask to be on social media talking about the things that I talk about, but because it is a truth and it is really happening, and I want justice by the agencies that are supposed to bring justice when there is an injustice. And not make light or laugh or just total disregard my complaint and treat me like I am nothing when I am something and I belong to the Most High. I am enough and I do deserve to be here and respected. Right. You have Secret Service, so they are to protect you. And I mean, if I dissect this, I would say, so Secret Service is there to protect you for people who may not agree with what you are writing into law or implementing, and so they are to protect you from harm, right? Because everybody don't agree with what you say, but we are not supposed to harm another person because we don't agree with them. So I don't have Secret Service, but I do have the Creator on my side when I say there was something stolen from me and we want it back. Now, there are some things, well, there are all things that the Creator can obliviate, as we have just read in His Word. Right. But he is so gracious to us as I'm sitting here pleading, asking for my things that belong to me. I'm pleading and asking for the information that I need to move forward that belongs to me. And yet, opposition I face unjustly, cruelly, hostile takeover of my human rights to live as a sovereign citizen on this earth, in this flesh. Because everything that I am belongs to the Creator. And through me, the Creator is speaking and pleading to you all, the powers that be, make the proper adjustments that before even I have pleaded for my things, there were others. Make things right. Make things right. I know some of you say, well, we have our military backing. But what is that to the Most High, the one who gave you the brain to create and invent this weaponry, right? The Most High is saying, acknowledge me because I live through my creation. When you mistreat my creation, it is like you are mistreating me because I am who I say that I am. I am. We are one. And you are mistreating and mishandling my complaint. Now, my most recent, the exact date was November 22nd, 2022, when I reached out to the Department of Justice. And I have not received any further information pertaining to, is there an investigation about my complaint? But then some other things came out where it is, I believe, that Sandra, my maternal mother figure, is trying to unalive me, has actually paid someone to do it. There is recordings of this. So who in the political forum does this woman know that is allowing her to get away with what she has done, and it is recorded, but yet she is still in her home in Florida, causing me grief, and has stolen something from me and has allowed many others to steal from me, if not some of you. Now, I don't have to know a thing. However, my Creator knows it all. My ancestors know what's going on. I am just simply asking for you to man up, woman up. Your duties that you were voted into that position. For you to judge this thing, this case, according to the laws of your land, or of the land, because it ain't your land, it's the Creator's land. It's not my land. However, there are some things that were stolen from me that I would like to take rightful ownership back, because it was taken as I was a little infant. It was already decided before I could speak. And there's a woman named Sandra who knows this. Her sisters, Belle, Patricia, they know this. Then there's this ex-husband and ex-lover. They know this. So all these people, who do they know in this judicial system that is backing them to continue this theft of my property and to keep me from gainful employment or to obtain resources to care for myself as I am single and I am not out here selling my body to anyone, because my body is priceless, valuable, sacred. I know this now. So I don't want nobody to say, well, you used to do this. Right. Operative word is used to. So, as we evolve and change, hopefully for the better, then I hope there's someone who will look and see that I need my vindication and my justice to be served, as it is a duty, an obligation of where you sit in the seat of power to make that judgment and to do it according to the laws of the land and truth. As you sit up there and say, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth? Where is the truth? Well, I am speaking. Where is your truth? Where you decided to give my things to thieves. Can we fix it? There are some thieves that work in politics who has allowed this to go on and on and on, and have put birds in the sky to follow me, put a tracker on my car, put a tracker on my phone to manipulate it, to try to set me up. Because again, you have messed up your life through a lie, because you got to continue the lie. But I am the truth. I am the truth. The truth will always be. You will not put me in your lie to set me up, to imprison me. Now, the Bible, John the Baptist was imprisoned and beheaded by murderous people such as yourself today. I'm asking for the grace and mercy that Yeshua, who was murdered by people such as this today, who are trying to murder me because of lies told that are becoming noticeably to the public, that there's a problem on Pennsylvania, in the White House, in the government. There's a problem when the United States Postal Service can have employees who conspire to not give you your mail or deliver your mail to your post office box when I had one. Because I think about that now, Sandra. I mean, you live in a house. Why do you need a post office box? Because while you're receiving my mail, if it goes to the post office box, that's not so easily trackable when you have someone on the inside doing nefarious things. But now if it was to go outside on the postmaster's truck that delivers throughout the neighborhood, I believe they got to probably log things in, or they can pinpoint where, So you got that post office box, so the crook can put my mail in your P.O. box my things that I did not relinquish to you, the right to open up any mail, which is a federal crime. So that's another crime you have committed, and I'm still trying to figure out why you're not arrested. So, what politician is backing you or conspired with you for you to still be allowed to be in your house and not arrested for these crimes? Because again, people, Sandra she's probably 80, going on 81. She cannot be doing this by herself. You lawyers, you judges, why would you go crooked when someone like myself need for you to be on the up and up and righteously judge a situation and not take bribes and scheme, and then once you get caught up and you know that there's some heat on your behind, you want to secretly try to red rum me or someone else so that your secret will not come out. Well, we know about those secrets, don't we? When you arrested Bill Cosby about something 20 or was it 30 years? It wasn't so secret anymore, huh? I believe it's some of you that sit up there and know a thing, and you wait till you want to bring a man down. I think that's what's going on. I don't know, audience, what y'all think? Because we got so much AI and things of that nature that could readily solve crimes just like that. Isn't that what Mr. Pete, President Trump, was letting the world know? You have some software, or there was something that if you need to know it right away, there's some type of software that could be used. Well, can you use it in this situation? Or is it only just for you, President Trump? Well, you got secret agents and you got us people, the normal people out here. Our bank accounts are, or let's see, our social security numbers being used fraudulently, or our bank accounts are being touched by bankers, like my account that someone has stolen. So can we use that same technology to stop crime so there won't be any crimes? Or we will have a better grip on crime? I'm just asking, just asking a question. Because I would like for my situation to be resolved, because I do not deserve to be without my necessities. I don't know the plight of other homeless individuals. Only I could say that due to this organized criminal gang ring, I know that I am not the first. I am praying that I am the last that this ring of criminals will be allowed to do this to. That's what I pray for. This Ponzi scheme where people want to get rich off of your demise. Hmm. Anyway, can I get some help, President Trump? Can I get some help, Madam Bondi, Senator Moody? Can I get some help, DOJ? Hmm. Sandra's 80. Her husband is 80 something. There's some younger people involved too. But I'm still saying, who is the one above them that know that a thing is going on? Or did you help to execute it because your hands are also dirty? Anyway. And then because I speak up for myself, which that is what I am called to do, not trying to harm you, just speaking my truth, but you want to take a vengeance against me for speaking my truth and wanting my things that were stolen from me. I rebuke you in Yeshua HaMashiach name, and may the Most High continue to get the glory and expose, dispose, and delete your plan over my life and others that may be experiencing this backlash of greed, exploitation, and disregard of another's life. Anyway, YouTube, I've mentioned the president's name a whole lot, and you shadow banned my video. So why don't you tell his Secret Service that Miss Peak is mentioning the president a whole lot, and my name is on the FBI watch list. So I want the FBI to tell me why it is. Can you, with integrity, tell me that? President, politicians, congressmen, Supreme Court Justice. Can you tell me why? Make it legit, because that is the law, to solemnly swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Is that what y'all say in your court of law? Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Let everyone relish on what the Spirit has spoken. And I still would like my justice and to be vindicated from these lies and untruths.